Libra, Sun, Pisces, Moons. Welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. When you view it is when you're meant to see it. It doesn't matter the time of year. I'm doing these in order of requests in the comments. Be sure to post your requests up. And while you're waiting for yours to get done, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist. First portion of this reading, we will go over the traits of your Sun-Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a look at your 2020. Second portion will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards in addition to clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 different sectors. So let's get started. So Libra, Sun, Pisces, Moons. When it comes to a pain of another person, it deeply, deeply affects you because you're a very gentle person, very gentle being. When it comes to anybody being dishonest or hatred or any of the other things like that, you don't incorporate any of that. Those aren't are those verbs? No, those are nouns, right? Those aren't nouns that exist in your vocabulary. So you're always very thoughtful in regards to people and very careful when you deal with other people and do it in a very sensitive way. You're very creative, very sensitive, very instinctive. Fantastic artistic abilities also, so make sure you get into something creative. You are very serene, you're very tranquil, and sometimes this astounds people, your ability to kind of be like this. This all works to your advantage, and you're very good at being a diplomat and very charming in addition to that. You're a very flexible person, and you know when you need to compromise. You aren't resistant to that. When you were growing up, you really had a hard time kind of understanding how there could be hostility and mean people in the world. I mean, mean people, you know the saying, mean people suck? You guys created that. Sometimes you're a little bit overly polite or overly conscious of other people. So, you know, that's something you should be careful of, because the truth is that it seems like you guys are only happy if those around you are happy. And a lot of times you will sacrifice your own happiness so that other people can be happier for their sake. And you don't always want to do that, okay? You want to be in control of your surroundings and your environment, and you want to be in charge of you. So make sure in 2020 you put yourself first more often. You have incredible intuition, and this really guides you and helps you in a lot of the decisions you make, especially when it comes to finances. So use it to your advantage. You play the lottery too, or go into investing, because you guys will know the exact moment when you should invest or what kind of numbers you should put down on a lottery ticket. Although I'm not promoting gambling. I'm just saying, okay? You work very well in partnerships with someone who you can use your tact on. Okay, so somebody who maybe is assertive or what have you, you can quell that. You can kind of calm them down. You're really good at kind of balancing somebody in that regard. Okay. You guys, be careful though. I don't want you guys to be so much of the victim. You definitely take on a lot more things than you should, so that other people, like I said, can be happy. You definitely give a lot, and people usually take. So be careful you don't get caught up in a dynamic like that. And another thing is, sometimes you take the backstage, or sometimes you stand in the shadows, so other people get credit for things that you do. So you need to kind of step it up more often. You need to take more chances. You need to be more assertive. You don't want your abilities to go to waste. You don't want credit to go to somebody else. So, and a lot of times if that happens, what'll happen is you'll kind of beat up on yourselves for this happening. You know, like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Don't do that. Just, take the horse by the reins and kind of do it now. Deal with this stuff now. Kind of step it up, all right? Don't get taken advantage of. Respecting yourself is probably the most important thing you can do for yourself in 2020. Also, kind of blocking out your environment, or learning to not let your environment affect you so deeply, is something you could work on. That'll really help you out in regards to your emotional health. Be very careful when you choose friends, colleagues, associates, romantic relationships, because you have a tendency to adapt to how they're feeling rather than concentrating on you. So, I mean, since you're so absorbed by the people around you, you want to make sure you surround yourself with the people that are good people, right? Be very careful of your relationships. Just look at them. Okay, sorry for the cutout on that. So I was saying, just be careful about relationships. Just make sure you look at them very carefully and decide whether a relationship you're getting into is emotionally healthy or if it's going to be damaging to you, or if it's unhealthy. Okay, take the extra time before you kind of jump into something so that you know what you're getting into. Alrighty, let's see what's going on for your 2020. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Libra, Sun, Pisces, Moons for the year 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know? Any messages that you have in regards to Libra, Sun, Pisces, Moons for 2020 so they can reach their higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine would be greatly appreciated. Libra, Sun, Pisces, Moons, the year 2020. What do you see? What do they need to know for their greater good? Thank you. What do you see for January, February, March? Libra, Sun, Pisces, Moons. January, February, March. Why is this so hard to pull? Okay. We have the Page of Swords in reversed. Okay, and if this reading resonates with you, of course, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. We can set that up. My rates and info are below. I don't know how long they'll stay like that, but that's where they are right now. Two of Pentacles is in the upright for the period of April, May, June. Also, ask me a question on Instinco. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Insta. July, August, September, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. And if you could like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Always appreciated. Queen of Cups in the upright for October, November, December. Okay, so we're starting off with the Page of Swords. My phone's like going off right now. I usually turn that off. Let me turn it off. Sorry about that. Okay, so we start off with the Page of Swords, and I don't think that you're going to be very comfortable during January, February, March. I feel like there is somebody who, remember we talked about how you don't like these kind of people, mean people. There's someone kind of behaving like that, and they're trying to get the light kind of shown on them and off of you by putting you down, I feel like. So they could very well be going around discrediting you, talking poorly about you, gossiping about you, anything like that. So the attention kind of gets put on them, which is hard to believe because you all are such kind souls. But it's just somebody who is kind of like that. So that could be somebody that you're dealing with in January, February, March. I don't know if they feel like that you did something to them or you took something from them. I don't know, but I feel like, I don't know, they have it in for you. Okay, that's a pretty good way of putting it, and it's unjust for no reason either. So April, May, June, I see you kind of trying to figure out, and it might be because of this person, trying to figure out, either trying to keep yourself busy, so to keep this person at bay, or you're just trying to kind of go back and forth, figuring out how you're going to deal with this, what you're going to do, exploring a bunch of different options to make it happen. I feel you're dealing with this situation in a practical ways, because the Two of Pentacles are about practical ways, so tangible means of dealing with this. So I feel like for the first half, it's going to be a little rocky for you in regards to this situation, this person, or the situation that this person has stirred up, okay? We get into July, August, September. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Now, this is where I think things kind of settle down. I feel like you get everything to a point where things are, you can get back to stabilizing things, or things have stabilized. Your home is stabilized, your bank accounts are stabilized, anything in practical matters are stable, okay? It's almost like the rock has returned. So this is good. I feel like whatever this was has kind of disappeared. And I see it for the second half you're here too, that things are returning back in a good practical sense. And I feel like that's what's going on in July, August, and September. And then October, November, December, I think that things are going to be wonderful in the emotional sense, because we have the Queen of Cups here. So either you are going to, find, it could be some kind of project, some kind of work, a person that is very meaningful. You could be helping other people, and that could fill you up emotionally. You could have a deep connection with somebody during this period of time, or you could just be reconnecting with friends and family and everyone that you have deep emotional connections with. So like I said, I think the first half of the year is going to be rocky, then you're going to have stability, and then you're going to be connecting with people and really appreciating the connections you have at a very deep emotional level. So if this reading resonates with you, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email and or click on the Vimeo link below where I'll be pulling these clarifiers. Otherwise, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.